Hi guys, and welcome back to another side story. We have now finished the season quest line, and we are doing Fighting Fire, which just came available after I finished the season 1. You meet up with your friends amidst the chaos brewing the Ministry of Magic. As the effects of the confusion concussion take hold, even the brightest Hogwarts student must rely on their wits and teamwork to stay afloat. So I wonder what this is gonna be about. Oh, Ivy and Daniel. Hello.
Oh.
Here you are, Timberly. Thank goodness you're alright. Daniel and I have been searching everywhere for you.
Hi.
I'm glad you're alright too. Where have you two been assigned? Is everything under control there? Far from it. The improper use of magic office, that's where we've been assigned to. Emptied out when the chaos started, everyone's gone to hell, but something felt off. Yeah, some ministry staff have been acting oddly, like they're not themselves. We even heard whispers about Death Eaters. Thought it best to find you before we try to sort anything out. We didn't think the atrium would be this chaotic though. What's happening? Has there really been a Death Eater attack? And where are all the Aurors? I've just come from the Aurora office. They are busy dealing with their own problems. But I can promise you this isn't a Death Eater attack. It's more of a what? The trigger turns sharply to see an Aurora standing behind them, their wound leveled and ready. What do you mean? Refused Hufflepuff. I'm late for the trial. The master won't be pleased. He never is. Ugh. Watch yourselves. How dare you stand in the way of the Dark Lord's most loyal servant? What? You're a Hufflepuff. You would never ever say that. Well, I guess Hufflepuffs are loyal. Now in that direction. Didn't mean Voldemort when he talked about the Dark Lord. But how? I thought he was gone for good. I know the guy from class. He's a Hufflepuff in a year. Hardly Death Eater type. And he isn't. There's no Death Eater attack. The phrase found of confiscated confusion concussions brewed by Death Eaters and pulled an elaborated prank. Now anyone who drank them thinks they're working for Voldemort. The rules are doing their best to keep it contained, though a few of them have been hit too. Should all blow over soon. We've just managed to get our hands on the antidote thanks to a new friend of mine. That explains a lot, but I heard him say trial just now. Is that part of the prank or something worse? I'm not sure. We should follow him and find out. Shouldn't this be left to the professionals? Or... who am I kidding? You're not going to listen, are you? Fine, I'm coming too. Thanks, Daniel. Once we've checked this out, we will deliver the antidotes to the Aurors. Oh no, I know that student. He's Monkeypoon too. I see the Hufflepuff from the atrium. This looks bad. Should we stop them? Stop them how? There's at least 7 of them, and only 3 of us. We might be able to stupefy half of them if we're fast enough. What about the other half? They're not going to just stand around and twiddle their thumbs. There are potions I could take out a whole lot, but I don't exactly have my cauldron or ingredients on me. I've got a potion right here. The antidote. If we could just somehow get them to drink it. Or sure, we will stroll over, hand it to them and say, drink up, and that will work brilliantly. Sarcasm isn't helping, Daniel. This is way out of our depth. Let's go and fetch the Aurors. Stroll over and hand it to them. That might actually work. Thanks, Daniel. You're a genius. I am? He is? You're not planning anything reckless, are you, Timberly? Well, maybe a little, but we might just pull it off with some luck. You see, I was digging through old dossiers in the Aurora office storage and read up on Death Eater behavior. But some were true believers in Voldemort's vision. Most of them were motivated by fear. Within the Death Eater group, the weak feared losing protection, the ambitious feared missing out on shared glory, but the rest simply feared Voldemort himself and his merciless wrath. These people aren't actual Death Eaters, they're just confused. I reckon it won't be too hard to convince them we're higher ranking members, personally trusted by Voldemort. I see, we will just tell them the Dark Lord commanded every Death Eater to drink this potion. Exactly, a test of loyalty. Even if some of them are clear-headed enough to question it, they will probably give in to peer pressure. Sounds good on paper, but it's still a gamble. I know, but if we wait for the aurors, it might already be too late, and yeah, we don't know what they will do with that one. Oh, who goes there? State your purpose at once. Your plan it is, I guess. Go on, you got this. Let's see, I need to really sell it. I have to make them believe I'm a high-ranking Death Eater. But then I would... No. And why should I? And why should I? How dare imbeciles like you question a true Death Eater, the most loyal servant, directly under the Dark Lord himself? Oh, in that case... Wait a moment, I think I've seen you before. Who did you say you were again? You don't recognize us? Ha! And you call yourself a Death Eater? Yeah, how can anyone not know Timberly, the most loyal servant to the Dark Lord, his most powerful assistant, and one all Death Eaters admires? Timberly, isn't it? I don't think I've heard that name before. Doesn't ring a bell for me either, but I've heard of a Death Eater fiercely loyal to the Dark Lord, killed countless in his name, but that person's meant to be in Azkaban. And how exactly do you know that? Does the Dark Lord run his plans past you these days? Of course not. I'm sorry, I was out of line. You might be someone important, or you might just be bluffing. Prove it, show us your mark. I really hope you've got a plan for this too. Don't worry, darling, just leave it to me. But can't you reveal the symbol of my loyalty to anyone? Prove you're a true Death Eater by showing me your mark, and then I will consider it. Where's my dark mark? I'm supposed to... I did it, even though they think like Death Eater, their disjointed perception undermines their confidence. Nice, I can see them willingly drinking the antidote soon. Keep confusing them. As I suspected, and you had the audacity to question a true Death Eater. Now tell me, has anyone here met the Dark Lord himself? Carried out his orders personally? I thought as much. Too much to expect from the likes of you. Let's make it easier. What is the one true goal we're all meant to follow?
Huh?
Pure blood supremacy, perhaps? Wrong. It's to stamp the dark mark on everyone. So everyone can serve the Dark Lord. Brilliant. I suppose that makes sense. I trust you're feeling more enlightened about the Dark Lord's ultimate goal now. Moving on, what's the Dark Lord's favorite spell? Crucio, or one of the other unforgivable curses? Wrong again. It's actually ridiculous. The Pocket Banishing Charm. Did you know the Dark Lord has a special fascination with pockets? They're actually his favorite magical creature. I hope that's... I hope that's taught everyone a lesson. Never dare to question the great Timberly. Exactly. You wouldn't want us reporting your incompetence to the Dark Lord himself, would you? I'm sure these young witches and wizards simply lack the proper education. Perhaps we should give them another chance. Many aspire to serve the Dark Lord, but few prove themselves worthy. Those who truly wish to offer their all must first pass the test of loyalty by drinking this bottle of a truth serum. Yes, prove your devotion, and you may yet become the Dark Lord's most trusted companion. How do we know it's not poison or something worse? Are you doubting Tibuli's words because they're as good as doubting the Dark Lord himself? I apologize. I only meant to better understand his will. If we fail this test, will we die? Remain loyal to the Dark Lord and you will prevail, but harbor any ill intent and... I see. It is my life's purpose to serve the Dark Lord. I will gladly take the test. Very well. The rest of you take this test of loyalty or perish by the Dark Lord's wrath. The choice is yours.
Oh.
That was absolutely brilliant, Tibble. You are born Death Eater. Not sure that's a compliment, Ivy, but I knew we could do it. Did you? Because I seem to remember being too busy with his sarcasm. Alright, fine, you caught me. But Timberlake actually pulled it off. Look, they're all back to normal. A baby manticore down the hall. Don't worry, you will feel better soon. I'm Timberlake, part of the work experience program. There's been a bit of a mishap with confusing concussion. Just take a moment to rest. It will pass. Ah, sorry, your presence just startled me. I can't quite remember why. Yeah, same here. It's as if my life depended on it. Why is she coughing? I don't know about your assessment, Daniel, but I really hope they will be back to normal in a few more minutes. We should probably fetch someone from the ministry to look after them while they recover. Jesus. Make way for Timberlake, the Dark Lord's most loyal servant. Yeah, witness true evil in action.
Wow!
Still enjoying yourself as Death Eaters, are you? Well, yeah. I guess I'm still in shock that it actually worked. We just helped restore order to the wizarding world. Yeah, and all we need is to find a ministry employee to finish the job. Finish what job exactly? One's down now. What's that? Wait, it's not... What do you think? No excuses. I've had enough of this stupid concussion prank. Surrender now, or I will stupefy you and send you straight back to Hogwarts. We're not confused, I swear. We were just joking. Joking about the Dark Lord in the ministry? Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, hello. Hello, George. Mr. Weasley, are you here to help too? Help. Let's just say I started my day trying to patent my latest prank item. Unfortunately, I can't reveal too much about it yet, except that it's guaranteed to be a bestseller. I stepped out of the ludicrous patents office and straight into chaos. Fang flyers and fireworks everywhere. It was more lively than my shop, I'd say. Wait a moment, your shop? Are you George Weasley or Weasley's Wizarding Wheezes? The one and only, my friend. My son loves your products. A little too much, if I'm being honest. Are you sure these kids should be let go? That's right, unless you're planning to arrest them for executing a harmless prank. Well, we didn't do it, but... Fine, thank you for your assistance, Mr. Weasley. And while I've got you, any chance I can convince you to make your products a bit quieter? I'd recommend taking that up with your son instead. And do pass on my heartfelt thanks for being such a loyal customer. Good day. Yeah, it's not George's responsibility to make products that fit his needs. It's a parent's freaking responsibility. Jesus. It's like you're talking to YouTubers and asking them to swear less. Yeah, it's the same kind of thing. Sorry, Mr. Weasley, we didn't mean to save it. I'm not your professor. You will get no detention from me. But I am interested in that prank you pulled. Fighting fire with fire, huh? That's a brilliant prank. Well executed. You lot are proper pranksters, alright? Well, it's mostly Timberlake, the best prank I've seen in a while. Thanks, Ivy. I did feel a bit uneasy joking about such a serious subject. Have you ever felt that way before, Mr. Weasley? I think it's brilliant prank, and it might even saved some of your classmates, but yeah, I get it. What I've learned is that life needs a bit of pranking and laughter, especially when things get a bit dark. Reminds me of when Fred and I were at Hogwarts. There was this time everyone thought Harry Potter was the heir of Slytherin. He was framed, of course. Fred and I couldn't resist joking about it. Make way for the heir of Slytherin, seriously evil wizard coming through. That sort of thing. And Mr. Potter wasn't bothered by it? I like to think he wasn't. The poor kid was just trying to survive Voldemort's schemes. I reckon he was relieved when we made it clear how absurd the whole thing was. I suppose laughter and happiness can be found even in the darkest of times. Exactly right, and you know, I love that you included the Boggart banishing charm in your prank. Yeah, it's a fun charm. The Boggart banishing charm often works like a prank. It's the perfect way to face fear with laughter. Laugh until courage fills your heart and there will be no room left for fear. It's the perfect way to face fear with laughter. laughter. Laugh until courage fills your heart and they would... Ah, that's very profound, Mr. Weasley. And that's the most profound thing you will hear from me for a while. Now, I think it's time the three of you head back to your program. Take care of one another and stay strong. Huh. Is that the last thing we do?
Huh?
We will, Mr. Weasley, and I'm looking forward to your new prank wares. Can't wait to try them out on the phrase. Same here, especially after learning they are the ones who caused this whole mess in the first place. I wouldn't want to be them right now, having angered the Great Kimberly. Evil incarnate.
Wow!
Well, they will learn soon enough, once the ministry is back on its feet, of course. Well, that is a Fighting Fire side story complete. That was actually a good side story. I really like that. Oh, it's... Oh, I just wish the season quest that it wasn't as buggy as it was. I would have enjoyed it more then, because when I saw the animation that was repeating itself, it was like they have improved so much with the animation and the movements and the facial expressions. Yeah, I'm loving this game and the content they are producing. So hope you wanna keep following me on this journey through this game, and also my Harry Potter Let's Play that are linked down below, and the one that I'm currently doing, which is Chamber of Secrets on the Game Boy Color. I don't think I have a link down below, but you can see it as one of the previous videos, I think. That is it for today's video. Hope you really liked it. If you did, go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to see more content from me, I suggest you subscribe. And I hope we see each other for my next video. Bye, guys.